Coming up tonight on News Channel 12 live at 6, a fatal car crash brings WKU together, the student who lost her life.
And later, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton faced off for the first presidential debate. We've got the recap in just a few.
A few showers moving in around midweek, but not a complete washout. We'll have more coming up.
There are 16 million children. That's 1 in 5 daughters.
Good evening and welcome to News Channel 12. I'm Simone Young.
And I'm Drew Hurt.
And I'm Justin Hobbs.
Justin, please tell me we don't have any more rain.
Well, unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of bad news because there is a chance for some showers, but it's not going to be a washout. So you might want to grab your umbrella as you walk out the door around midweek, but you also might want to grab your jacket for those early morning cool temperatures because this morning it was fairly cold out there, 40 degrees across the board for much of the region, and we haven't seen those temperatures since early May. 48 degrees in Bowling Green, 46 in London. So it was a fairly cold morning out there, but our temperature rises throughout the day. We're currently sitting at 73 degrees and a humidity of 34%. So nothing like we've been seeing those humid conditions as we were last week. And our feel-like temperature around 72 degrees currently with a light wind, but we are noticing that pressure's dropping. So that could indicate we could see some showers coming in throughout the latter part of the week. But we didn't see any showers today. They have been pushed off of the coast and to the east with our friends in the Carolinas. They've seen a few showers, but we haven't seen any of that, but we could see some as we move into the mid part of the week. So the question is, will the 70s stay? What are our shower chances coming up around midweek? And how about that weekend when parents and families come in for the weekend? And how about that that football game? Will we be having to have our umbrellas? We'll get to all that in just a few minutes.
The WKU community is coping with the loss of a student who passed away in a car accident. 21-year-old Stephanie Campbell from Louisville was involved in a single vehicle crash Sunday afternoon. Grayson County Sheriff's Office says she was driving on the Western Kentucky Parkway when she drifted into the median. A witness says she crossed then on the other side of the road. Officials say Campbell's cause of death was blunt force trauma to the body. It is still not determined why the vehicle drifted into the median. There is a vigil scheduled on campus tomorrow at 7:30. And this past Saturday, the WKU and Vandy football game broke a record of attendance of over 23,000. A group of students protested during the national anthem. An entire section remained seated with their fists raised to bring awareness to the recent acts of police against minorities. Protests of the national anthem have spread recently since San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick began kneeling during the anthem in the NFL preseason.
We do want to embrace our country, but we also want to show that our country does have flaws. Push the USA chant across. We do want to embrace our country, but we also want to show that our country does have flaws.
WKU students created a Twitter poll to get campus reactions from the majorettes protests. The group is not a recognized athletic team, and according to the poll, a majority of students did not appreciate their peaceful protest. Last Thursday, university officials met with the presidents of all the Greek organizations to discuss controversial banners hung around campus. Vice President for Student Affairs Brian Kuster says the university does not condone the derogatory messages displayed around campus. However, because the banners were on private property, WKU used the meeting as a teachable moment for all organizations to understand free speech is a right that they have, but it also negatively affects others.
WKU sent out the annual crime report yesterday to all students in an email. That report breaks down any crime that happened on campus in 2015. The biggest offense for the university is drug and narcotic related. However, KSP's crime report shows that WKU's 175 offenses isn't very comparable to the University of Kentucky's 411 offenses in the same category. Other large offenses for WKU include 82 charges of theft and 29 charges of vandalism.
A man involved in a serious fight on WKU's campus was taken out of medically induced coma. According to BGPD, 20-year-old Corey Johnson got in a fight with several people last week. He was airlifted to the University of Kentucky Medical Center in a critical condition. According to a close friend, Johnson was taken out of the medically induced coma and was responsive this past Sunday. According to the incident report, he suffered from skull fracture and brain bleeding. At the time, there are no known suspects and the investigation remains open.
Last night, the first presidential debate sparked many reactions online and on social media. CNN reporter Reed Binion has a story.
Clinton and Trump debated a range of topics Monday night, from the economy to trade to their own controversies. On trade, Trump brought up Clinton's record, noting that she once favored the Trans-Pacific Partnership before opposing it.
You called it the gold standard. You called it the gold standard of trade deals.
He also hit Clinton on an issue that continues to dog her campaign, her private email server.
That was more than a mistake. That was done purposely, okay? That was not a mistake. That was done purposely.
Trump also going after Clinton on the question of temperament, something he's been criticized for.
I have a winning temperament. I know how to win. She does not know how to win.
Clinton reacting to the charge.
Woo, okay.
That little move Clinton did at the end, exploding into a meme many described as the shoulder shimmy. While Trump's demeanor was more toned down than in the primary debates, he did get some criticism for repeatedly interrupting.
What he was charging.
Maybe he didn't do a good job, and I was unsatisfied with his work.
But Clinton didn't hold back on her attacks, hitting Trump for not releasing his taxes.
The only years that anybody's ever seen were a couple of years when he had to turn them over to state authorities when he was trying to get a casino license.
Clinton suggesting Trump may be hiding something.
And they showed he didn't pay any federal income tax.
Another meme-generating highlight, Trump's frequent sniffling. The sniffling, which persisted throughout, quickly spawning a GIF that spread on social media. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
To read more about the debate highlights, head over to the WKU News Channel 12 Facebook page. The next presidential debate will be on Sunday, October 9th. Now, for more upcoming information about the next debate times and where you can watch it, follow us on Twitter at WKU News 12. Last night, housing and residents' life threw a debate watch party in the garage of Downing Student Union. Here's what some students had to say about the candidates' performances.
So in regards to the debate, I think that originally the candidates were on track and they prepared some good arguments, but honestly I think it's just evolved into a complete shouting match.
I think they're both trying to provide their perspectives on what they think is important. They both obviously have different positions on the issues, but they're trying to at least get that message out and let voters know what they're trying to do and what they would do if they were president.
Both of them sort of beat it around Donald's side. I'm not for either of them.
Election day is right around the corner on November 8th. According to vote.usa.gov, 7 in 10 Americans are registered to vote. If you are not registered to vote yet, the last day to do so is October 11th. If you won't be in your county on Election Day, you can still vote. Go to your county clerk's office from October 21st to November 7th to vote early.
This past weekend, the International Festival took place in Bowling Green. Reporter Alyssa Kendrick went inside the cultural diverse event.
I've fed 6 kids all my life being an artist, sculptor, and this is sculpting. I like the sculpting part better than putting the color on. It's been almost 2 decades and I haven't stopped yet. And spending the day here popping them. Every year I have a favorite one. This is my favorite one this year. Can you get a picture of that beauty? He looks almost like Dumbo. I sort of do them assembly lines, so it takes 6 weeks to make 12. I only do it in June, July, and August because I solar dry them, and that's when it's hot enough and sunny enough.
WKU is planning on expanding campus, where the first new building will go.
And one Kentucky dentist is making his way throughout the state. Why he's helping out kids.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full. Keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
A community is celebrating the success of an event that helped raise awareness for an important cause. Reporter Allison Wells was at the annual walk. Which will be donated to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
WKU announced over the summer plans for a new residence hall coming to campus this semester. They plan to build it next to 3 existing ones. Rhodes, Harlan, McCormick, and Gilbert Hall make up an area on campus students call the Valley. Construction starts in November. The building is called Hilltopper Hall. It will run along College Heights Boulevard. However, some of the students who live in that valley aren't excited for the new addition.
First of all, it's going to be a huge disturbance. People sleep here. They're going to be doing construction early in the morning. People are trying to get up early for class. Second of all,
WKU estimates the building of a new resident hall to cost around $28 million and could take about 16 months to finish.
Coming up next on News Channel 12, I'll tell you what to expect this week for weather.
And in sports, the Brahms squad is planning on bouncing back from a tough loss.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
this is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Fall weather has not only knocked on our door, but it has come straight through with early morning temperatures dropping down into the 40s. We haven't seen these temperatures since early May this year. 48 degrees this morning in Bowling Green, 46 in London. Now a little warmer to our south at 61 for a low in Knoxville. That's because that cold front is still pushing through. We can see that distinctive red to orange line. That is where that cold front is still moving through and down to the south, bringing those cooler temperatures to the southern states. But for much of our region, it has been in the 70s throughout the day today. Moving closer to home, 75 degrees in Lexington, 74 in London. It's been a fairly nice day out there, a little warmer down to Knoxville, 79 degrees, where that cold front is still trying to push through. We had a high today of 76 degrees here in Bowling Green. Now temperatures have dropped a little bit as we head into the evening time hours. 71 in Lexington. London dropped down to 71 as well. And now we're starting to see those cooler temperatures down towards Knoxville at 77 degrees. And then up in Bloomington coming in at a little bit of a cooler temperature at 72 degrees. Here in Bowling Green, 73 is our current temperature with a humidity of 34%. That is a lot lower compared to last week, making it less humid as you walk out the door. And we're noticing that pressure is falling. It's getting lower, meaning that there's a low pressure system that's moving closer, which is indicating that chance of showers as we move into around the mid part of the week. Our high today around average, 76 degrees, but that low a little bit below average, coming in at 48 degrees. Now, we didn't see any rain today, but that's not the story for our friends in the eastern coast near North Carolina and into the other Carolinas as that cold front pushed through, bringing some showers, and that's going to keep moving off the coast and into the Atlantic. But just because we had clear skies today doesn't mean we're out of the clear for yet, because as we look at the bigger picture up in our north above the Great Lakes, we see this large low pressure system that's rotating counterclockwise, and you see these showers are starting to move down and closer to our area, and these are the showers that are going to move into our area, bringing us that chance of showers. As we go throughout the next 36 hours, here's what we'll expect. This cold front is going to push on through, bringing us partly cloudy skies, but then that cold front going to push out from the north, bringing us more clouds and that chance of showers for the mid part of the week. Tonight, 53 degrees, clear skies, light winds out there. But as we head into tomorrow, 76 degrees for a high. We'll see a few clouds out there. We can't rule out some evening time showers coming in at 40%. And as we move throughout the week, we'll see those evening time showers tomorrow. But then we'll get a clear for Thursday with showers returning for the football game and families coming in, so you might want to grab your jacket and umbrella for the game, but we'll clear out by Sunday, bringing another nice start to the week, jumping into the 80s and upper 80s by Tuesday.
Thanks, Justin. One of the most common childhood diseases is tooth decay, but one Kentucky dentist is going the extra mile to make sure that over 43,000 kids across the state don't have to stress about their pearly whites.
I was born and raised in Appalachia. I've been here all my life. It's a special place, but there's jaw-dropping poverty too. We have people in great need. You okay? You're doing great. I've been practicing dentistry 27 years when I was first starting. I saw a lot of patients who hadn't seen a dentist before. I would see a lot of kids who had a mouthful of rotting teeth. It was heartbreaking to see these kids who were in pain. They wouldn't smile. And once I was exposed to that, then I felt like something had to be done. We turned a trailer into a mobile dental clinic. We go to the schools. We see any children who want to be seen.
We're gonna have a look at your teeth, okay?
We provide free checkups.
Number 3 needs an OL, 14 needs a buckle, A needs an MO, B needs a DO. Number 3 needs a sealant.
And get them some education early on.
Do you drink a lot of pop? Your first permanent molars all have pretty big cavities in them.
If you do the preventative work, then they're going to continue to stay healthy as they get older.
Very nice. Been brushing good? You got really pretty teeth.
We travel all across Kentucky.
We're going to take a baby tooth out here.
I do follow-up care in my practice.
You're done. That's easy, wasn't it?
If they can't get here, we help them get into another practice.
Come on, pretty girl.
We treat people regardless of their ability to pay.
What are they gonna do? They go fix your teeth.
She had some real bad tooth decay. Say, we ain't got no brown smile no more, do we?
You wanna look at your mouth? Wow. What do you think about that?
I can smell real pretty now.
Thank you, babe. Just seeing that we're still making a difference keeps me going. It means everything to me to be able to serve my community. This is my home, my people. This is who I am.
Coming up next, I'll take you straight to the Hill with WKU Athletics.
That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
WKU fans are used to seeing wins in Houchin Smith Stadium for the past few seasons now. And a record attendance crowd on Saturday hope to see just that, a victory. Head on out to the game late. Time running out. Vanderbilt punches in the score, tying the game. They went 75 yards in 7 plays. Now, things get dicey here. Overtime. Now, Vanderbilt doesn't waste any time. 6-yard passing touchdown. Nathan Marcus there. Commodores up in overtime. Hilltoppers next. Mike White rolls out, avoids the tackle there, and he's going to zip it right now to Shaq Johnson right there. But, folks, instead of tying the ball game, they decided to go for 2. Mike White tries a little heat. Tace Wells tries to get it going. It's no good after it's tipped up. WKU falls 31-30.
Quarters, and I thought we had a chance to win, and I thought the play was decent. I think Mike maybe just put a little too much heat on it. I have to see the film, and then ricocheted off of Ace's helmet, but I thought it was kind of hot coming out.
Yesterday, Brom addressed the media again for his weekly press conference, still discussing the Vanderbilt loss and also giving his thoughts on upcoming opponent Houston Baptist. Brom explained that the loss still hurts, but when you give up that many turnovers, you can't expect to win ball games against big programs. Shaq Johnson echoed his coach for upcoming game against Houston Baptist.
It's the next game. The next game is the most important game, so we don't look past anyone. I wouldn't put it past anyone. Like, anyone can beat anybody at any given time, so I'm going to play them just like they're the number 1 team in the country.
While the football team didn't have the winning weekend, WKU volleyball, however, got the job done in Diddle Arena. The Lady Toppers volleyball team beat Rice and are back in action Sunday against another CUSA opponent, Charlotte, and much like the Owls, Lady 49ers couldn't hold up. Lady Tops won 3-0. Now for a little high school football and a very important district matchup for South Warren this past Friday. Let's head on out. Franklin Simpson
Spartans traveled down Franklin Simpson. Wildcats trying to stay undefeated, and folks, they're doing a pretty darn good job of it. Franklin Simpson in the long rush by Josiah Roby puts Wildcats just shy, 4 points shy of South Warren, that is. Now, South Warren. There's 19 seconds remaining, and that one was punched in by Franklin Simpson. That should be good enough to get the win for Franklin Simpson. We'll see. Let's now get it for South Warren, trying to get back in the game. And Spartans, interception. Wildcats stay undefeated, win 30-24. That's all for sports today. Well, we'll see. That's all for sports today. We'll see you back in just a minute.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full. Keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
A couple's wedding picture gets a nice surprise in Central Park. The New York couple got the chance to meet Tom Hanks as he jogged through the park, right through their pictures. He stuck around and congratulated the newlyweds and offered to officiate their wedding since he is an ordained minister. Unfortunately, the wedding had already happened. This apparently isn't Hank's first wedding crashing. Rodeo, while filming Forrest Gump in 1993, he crashed a wedding in South Carolina. Justin joins us here with the final look at the weather forecast.
I have to tell you all, if you have the opportunity to go out this evening and enjoy the weather, do so, because we're going to see those clear skies as we head throughout the evening time hours before clouds return tomorrow and that chance of showers. If you have evening time plans tomorrow, grab that jacket and keep it handy for the rest of the week.
We will do.
That's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for making News Channel 12 your source for news.
And have a great night.
So
But yeah.
I'll tell you what.